Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's show. On our ENB show on Student Lens, we are going to discuss about technology and innovation. In this topic, we are going to learn more, or we are going to dig deeper about technology, how technology has really changed due to time. And today we are glad to have one of our guests here. I'd like to welcome him. Let him introduce himself, then we'll catch up from there. Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate the welcome to this show for hosting me this particular moment. It feels amazing to engage with your audience, to share with them, to at least interact with them, and to listen, to interact with them.
Oh. So from there, we are going to discuss. Let's engage in this topic. So, what's your name? You haven't told us your name.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
My name is Hilary Dimba, a second year student in the field of media and communication studies. I am also a graphic designer. I engage with art a lot. I have embarked on this field because I find it not stressful. Naona the time ukiingia some technical courses, other fields una find iko more destructive, more engaging, but in the field of art it's just free, you do it flexibly, hakuna stress nyingi. Yeah.
So your course plus whatever we are discussing, I think because somehow in a link.
They relate.
Oh, okay. So we will start by let us know what is this technology which we are talking about in your view or in your own opinion. What can you say about this technology?
Okay, technology is a very good thing, a very good tool that came into existence. We remember it was introduced in around 1960s over there after introduction of TV, and technology as a whole has been transforming. In it appears like a pattern. It moved from one step to another. It began with purely internet and satellite globalization. Then now we are talking of AI and machine learning. Hiyo inakuonyesha to the way technology has been progressing, and we are hoping for much progress in the near future. Technology has made information to reach global audience, and people can interact with various cultures, and there's a lot of mobilization due to technology. Politicians wanaitumia as a tool of campaign. Ukienda schools wanaitumia as a tool of learning. You go to hospitals for keeping data and all that. So technology, yeah, tunaweza sema is a very good thing that has made communication to go global into one thing in the entire globe. You can get with anyone in whichever country you want. Yeah.
So this technology, up to now, we have seen how it has really progressed, because when we were in high school and the way we are now till now, this thing technology has really progressed with time. So it has really changed the academic landscape.
Yeah.
So on your view, how has this technology really changed your academic journey?
Yeah, you see, since the beginning of technology itself,
Yes.
schools were the first institutions to appreciate it, to take it, to embrace it as a whole. Why? In research, we use technology to do research when we are out to submit assignments. We have to link up with sources, information from other sources. We need those content. Yeah, we need to quote those sources of which we get them in using technology on these digital platforms.
Yeah.
And technology, secondly, it is used for e-learning, for creating e-learning portals, which all institutions in Kenya, those accredited by the government, they must have an online platform, either their website or we can talk of e-learning. Ni lazima, they must have that platform. That's where they engage with the students. Students submit assignment, and most especially the higher learning institutions. Mostly high schools and primary, they just do the traditional one of coming to class and engaging with the teacher here and there. But tertiary institutions, it's a must for supervision of student progress and to give any utterances in line with the academic progress of each student. So we need a technology. Technology, for me, myself, I use it to do graphic design. Remember, back then, to do graphic design, you had to sit down, be an artist, draw,
Like,
imagine
do
that
it
thing,
manually.
yeah, and draw it manually. But since we have platforms like Canva, we have Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, all these, we use them to at least make those design work easier, and it has made job be easier. Technology in the field education too is for interaction and engagement.
Yeah.
Students use technology to engage. When you are given an assignment to do as a group, you can create a WhatsApp group, of which was not possible back then. Now you can talk as a group, everyone can comment, everyone can give their views, you plan, you conduct the activities you wish, and all that is facilitated by this technology. So what I can conclude is that technology should be embraced, though it has got its negativities. Yeah.
Yeah, so there where we were talking about the traditional model in primary and this
Secondary, yeah.
digital what? Hii mambo yani ya digital kutumia mitandao
Yeah.
in campus. So unaweza sema between that traditional model and this digital one, which one do you prefer? Like unaona ni gani iko sawa kwa masomo ya high institution?
Naweza sema both zote zinafaa zikuwe involved in this cause if we start with the technology benefiting us,
Yes.
learning has been made self-paced. You can miss a class and you go find the materials that were discussed the entire day on the e-learning platforms. You still catch up, meaning learning has been made to be self-paced. And when we embark on the traditional one of going to class physically, it is also good because there is no distraction. You know, when we just leave students to entirely depend on e-learning to study and to gain interaction with the lecturers, they can be distracted, and keeping that discipline of doing the studies kila siku ni ngumu. So you need sometimes to at least visit the class, lecturer waone. So that's why I prefer both, and I even wish that in those coming days, we should not entirely depend on technology because it has downfalls. It can fault due to electricity. It depends on electricity, and also you can't really tell the engagement of students by just looking onto what they are doing online. You can only do that by checking onto them physically, which that's why physical is also important, and they should all be embraced for high institution learning. Should not just depend on technology to do studies and to facilitate academic. Yeah.
So Hillary, there are these tools like the digital tools that students usually use in their maybe research,
Yeah.
in higher education, in campus. So these tools, what is this one tool that has really emerged while in campus, and how has it really helped you in your academics?
Yeah, there are a lot of tools, a lot of applications that are available due to technology. We have them, use them daily for academics. We, first of all, mostly here in the University of Embu, we use Google Meet for facilitating virtual classes, of which that's the tool that we utilize the most. I've seen most lectures, we conduct them in the Google Meet, and such tools should be really appreciated, should be really, we should really engage with them daily. We should interact with them to see how they are structured, how they perform all this, because they have made work to be easy for us here in learning. Other tools, we have got Canva for design work. Students can be given assignment. For us here, we did graphic design last semester, and we used Adobe InDesign. That's also a tool used for learning. That's one of the tools that I've encountered here on campus. Another tool I've encountered, we can talk of the Zoom link. It's also a platform used for interacting and for conducting virtual classes. And there are a lot. If can I can think of some. We also use the AI, by the way, to do research. It's allowed, it's valid to at least use it to do research, but you should not entirely depend on AI, because it 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 like take your duty, your action, your role, the role you are supposed to be playing in academics. If you entirely depend on AI, you will forget your roles that you are once a student. You need to be studying and holding things into the brain, and yeah, many tools, machine learning. We use e-learning platforms, university websites we use for interacting, paying school fees, and for getting results and reports. We access them through the school website. Yeah, there are a lot of things, a lot of tools we have interacted with right here on campus.
So, with the emergence of digital technologies,
Yes.
we find that many students are on these social media platforms.
Mm.
So, how does this social media platform influence friendship, interaction, communication among students?
Yeah, social media, that's the part of technology, and it's mainly used for interaction. There's user generated content. The student themselves can create content, share with their fellow students for viewing. They like, they share, they comment, they give their views, they make the content popular, they support their fellow student. That's a way of using social media for engagement and interaction. It's also used for communication purposes. Let's say the class rep want to pass information to the student, or the class rep is communicating with the lecturer. They use technology to facilitate that. The social media, of which we utilize the most for creating groups to do assignments. There are assignments which we do online, we share them through these social media platforms. So social media has made students to interact with each other. They can engage. You can make friends. You can make phone calls. You can call online. Yeah, you can go video call. All this due to social media, and social media, it has got limitations, you can say, because it is really addictive. It can consume your entire time if you are not careful. So it's very important to minimize, to plan how you are going to interact with this your social media, though it's entirely good and purposefully meant for interaction and engagement, of which is what most students on campus do. Yeah.
Yeah, still on social media, we find that social media is widely used by students. So, does it create distraction or does it create unity among students?
Social media, we can say both. Yeah, we can't say one line. We can't entirely blame it. Social media is a tool for engagement and interaction. We have said that among students, meaning it builds unity. It builds a platform. When you have your platform, like you have your TikTok channel, your YouTube channel, and your Facebook channel, you have got your followers. They view, they are your audience. They view your content there. You post for them. You engage with them. You hear their feedback. You do adjustments where necessary. That is where you need to at least transform in terms of the content you post. All these you do them on due to social media. All these are making us popular. Some are earning money. Some have gained a lot of fame. They can even vie for political seats. They can do things that they can mobilize their followers, their audience to vote for them in some awards. I usually see most of the awards online, and all these are the benefits of this social media. We can say they are the construction part of this social media. Before we go to the destruction part of this social media is also there to make us consume content from other cultures. When I'm here, I can look at what is going on in America, what is the president saying now, uh, how is the situation with the earthquakes that happened, in which place. All that I see at the comfort of my seat due to social media. That's the benefit, the constructive part of social media. And when we embark on the destructive part, we have said it is very addictive. It can consume your time, more so to children under 14 years. We should not entirely let them use social media without control. We should monitor them most of the time to ensure that they don't overspend their time and even time of playing, of growing, interacting with each other. We can say social media has made interaction to be yours personally. Like we are not doing it the traditional way of sitting in a family this way, and the father is talking there, the mother there, the children are here, they are making stories, they are laughing, they are partying, they are enjoying their moments. Social media has denied us that opportunity because once you take your phone this way, you go to your platform, you start scrolling, seeing videos, liking other people's videos, sharing with their audiences, of which is you do it personally with your virtual audiences. So that we can say is the destruction part of social media. Is it denies children opportunity to grow, and for us to have a family, to engage, to at least do it the traditional way of which we are ought to be doing so naturally. We should be interacting, engaging, making friends, visiting each other, spending time with the desperate, the subordinate in the community. Yeah, all that.
So, there is, you have talked about addiction. That's a challenge on over relying on social media platforms.
Yeah.
So, can you expand more on other challenges that students can face when dealing with these social media platforms?
Yeah, students, let's talk of we are in a virtual class right now, and students have this behavior of visiting other platforms. You know, you have your phone this way, you've opened like 10 tabs at a time. You are going to Facebook, you see that video you like, you come back to your Zoom where the virtual class is facilitated, then you go back to TikTok, you just scroll those tabs. That's a distraction. Yeah, it makes us not concentrate, not focus on academics or what we ought to be doing. Let's say we are making some constructive phone calls, or we're engaging with the clients. Let's say we have some small businesses that we are conducting online, so we are interacting with our consumers. Yeah, it brings a lot of distraction when you are supposed to be doing something constructive, you're supposed to be in class, you're supposed to be doing research. Then you just open TikTok, you open WhatsApp, you find messages, new things, then you are stuck there. Yeah, you can no longer proceed with what you're supposed to be doing. That's a negativity of social media. We can also say social media, yeah, it makes the real life that we are supposed to be having, like you see, we should we know the normalcy of a day, the routine of a day, that we wake up, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, we do all that. Then we embark on activities that we planned to do on that day. If it is going to the class, you go. If that day you don't have a class, you go for maybe shopping and all those routine of the day. Social media can make that not to happen. You can wake up in the morning, you hold your phone, you have not even prayed, you have not washed your face, you have not even risen up from your bed, you are still lying there on the bed, and you open your social media, you find things that are interactive, engaging. You spend like the half of the day there just on the bed. Then you wake up at noon, you don't know where to start, whether to go to the market, to class, you miss some classes. Yeah, all these are challenges that we face here with the social media. Yeah, no matter how good it is. Yeah.
So, Hilary, at the beginning, you told us that you are a graphic designer.
Yes.
So, you see, these are social media platforms, and there is always a negative comments about your work.
Yeah.
So, have you ever experienced these negative comments
Yeah.
on your work?
Okay.
And how did you overcome them? What are the steps you took to overcome them?
In my work as a graphic designer, let's not only talk of a graphic designer. Of course, most of the students here on campus, they create a lot of content and post them online. They get negative comments, dislikes over in YouTube. For my work, in terms of graphic design, I've not found too much criticism on my content or whatever I post over there. Many have been encouraging me to keep up, but let's talk of the content that I post.
Yeah.
Let's say I make a video here in Mbuni Studios, I go post it on YouTube. Many people comment badly. We have all that because you can't force everyone to love you.
Sure.
We know that, and of course, everyone has their own feelings, their own reasons of which they expect you to frame the content that you post online. Maybe you are a dancer, you are doing music, all that. Many have their own wishes and their luck. And for me, the challenges I've faced over there, some negative comments, though I usually assume them because I say he's just a virtual person. He's not here with me. They are not staying with me in the same roof. And yeah, that's how I motivate myself in case I receive such negativity. And they are there. We can't entirely say
as
they're
for you,
just
just choose to ignore them.
Yeah, I just see, I don't even reply back. I only watch and sit back and keep doing it. If I like it, I do it because it's my phone, my internet, and everything is mine. You have yours over the other side, and you are in fact virtual over here to me. So there's no need of doing it your way, I do it my way.
But unapatanga sometimes kuna a very like touching comment, like mtu anasema kitu yenye hata
Yeah.
ukisoma unaona ai hapana, hii nayo imeniguza, but on a negative side. So how do you usually control your temper ukiona such a message?
Hiyo iko tunaweza sema mostly kama mtu kama mimi I love God so much, napenda mambo ya Mungu, so anytime nimefungua hivi content to consume online content, naona mtu anapiga Mungu, ana misquote useless verses, anasema
Exactly.
vitu negative
Yeah.
about kenye mimi na believe is challenging my own belief. I usually feel very bad, and I take like a minute just trying to internalize this negative comment and trying to come up with let's say relatively a fair reply, a fair comment, a fair feedback. If they abuse, of course we are not encouraged to abuse. Yeah, we answer, we reply, we give feedback, but we do not abuse. Instead, you don't answer abuse with abuse. But most of the time, if I find something is not friendly to me, is against my stance and my beliefs, mi na ignore tu na kama naweza jibu, kama niko na opportunity ya kujibu, I answer, na kama sina, I just move on. Yeah, huwa sishindi hapo nikijisumbua on how to control all this.
So in your institution unapata like there is labs, you form clubs, there is this labs, libraries, classrooms which help you in your academics.
Yeah.
So are these hizi vitu zenye nimezitaja, are they conducive? Do they provide a conducive environment for students to learn? Ziko na enough materials? Kama ni library, are they spacious like the labs or the classrooms?
Yeah, right here in the University of Embu, the school has really done well in terms of facilitating these rooms, that is our labs. And like even here in studio, this is also a humanity lab, of which it is well equipped. We have cameras, the lightings, we have these desks, and the whole platform is looking amazing. That's a thumbs up for the institution. We also have ICT labs for IT students and computer science. They usually utilize the computer labs, of which they are well facilitated, and most of the labs are doing well. The computers are up to date, and the school has made sure that we at least change the passwords in 3 months' time. Per semester, we should have a new password. That is very sensitive, very good, very commendable, because there's a lot of hacking going on in most of the institutions, higher learning institutions. All this are due to one password. Like you just have that one password of yours, you use it each day, each time, you just utilize that one password, and of which it has brought a lot of hacking right here on higher learning, and loss of information, loss of data, and all this. Hii shule nimeona imefanya vizuri kama make us to be able to change our passwords every time, and to at least make us interact with the computer. They are open for everyone. You can go anytime. Those opening hours, I think they are usually closed at around 10 night, of which there's a lot of time. You can the entire day to interact with the comp lab, do your assignments, submit your projects and everything, all that. Yeah, that we can say in terms of labs, the school is doing well. Yeah.
So Hilary, up to now it's not as if technology kwenye sisi tumefikia imefika mwisho, bado inaendelea. So what can you say about technology on education in maybe 4 or 5 years to come? What are some changes you would like this technology to have in education?
In the next 5 to 10 years, I see entire learning, entire education process made virtual, either for primary, secondary, or higher learning institution. All these are going to go virtual. That's where I see technology in the next 5 to 10 years, of which they'll provide materials online. Teachers will be teaching at the comfort of their home. Students will not have the need to buy uniforms to go to school to study. We just need to register, be admitted physically, virtually, of which it will be done online, and you just start learning. The parent will be there to facilitate, to ensure you engage. That's where I see technology. And in this field of studies, technology is going to be much looked into. Itakuwa inaangaliwa sana kwa sababu kutakuwa na regulations nyingi due to AI. We have deepfake and all that. All these ni negativities za hii technology, of which students wanaweza itumia kama opportunity ya kufanya assignments, ya kudodge kazi, of which si mzuri, is not friendly in terms of academics ukiangalia masomo. So it will be regulated in those days, but it will be the major tool for learning, in those years to come, in those 10, 20 years.
So let's talk about this, the generation which is growing up, the alpha generation. What advice can you give them? Like, unaona sasa how ni watoto wenye wanakuja wanapata like everything is all about technology. So what advice can you give them concerning technology?
To the generation alpha, appreciate technology. It is there for all of us, ni yetu si wote, but this is a challenge to the parents. Your duty and your mandate to ensure your child consume the right content online. We have KFCB, that is Kenya Filming and Classification Board, of which they visited us yesterday here. Ensure that the content your child is consuming is classified either for adult, for PG, or the general exhibition. All that is the duty of the parents to ensure that the generation alpha are consuming the right content online, and make sure that your children, it is important to give them phones, to give them those tablets, and we can talk of laptops. It is very important for learning, for doing research, for interaction. They need all that, and because we have technology, we have to do that. But my advice to them, use it constructively. Look into how to make money with it. Look into how to engage with it, to make network with it, with the employers, with the HRs, with the organizations that will be useful to you in the near future, in the coming days of your academic life, for you to get those opportunity. Use it to apply for those jobs. Train. There are a lot of short courses you can do online due to technology. Have one, have two, do those certifications. Make sure you are not just there consuming other people's content. Also make yours that are constructive, that will sell you out, and that will make you marketable in this field.
So we have talked about technology and majorly in academics. We have talked it at large. So what can you say in general about this technology in education sector?
In education sector in general, I can say technology is a fundamental tool, is a must. We must have it mostly in this current generation, in this current life, we must have technology for education purposes, and we need it for various activities. Now we don't need to be going to the market. You can order things online. That means even to the other fields, we also need it. We need it in filming, making our videos, selling out our content, in doing virtual work, doing activities at home. We need this technology. It has made everything to be virtual, and indeed we can really appreciate it. We should focus on to how to make it better, to make it more safe, and to ensure the data we have there is private and is not cannot be hijacked by other intruders or frauds, and to ensure that the frauders themselves face the consequences. That is, they face the rule of the law in case they mess up with other people's platforms here in technology called world. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. That was Hilary's opinion about technology in education sector. So if you have any views, any opinion or misunderstanding about anything, you can just leave your comment. So Hilary, you said about you are being a graphic designer. Can you mind sharing your maybe your YouTube channel, your Facebook account, so that people can follow you more?
Yeah, you can follow me at on my YouTube. I use Hilary Dimba, which you just search there. You'll find my content, my posts on my graphic design work. You can share with me in case of any client, any activity to do with graphic design. I'm fully available. My Facebook channel, same. I'm Larry Laksik. My Instagram is Larry Laksik, of which I use it the most. On LinkedIn, my professional name, Hilary Ochieng, which is there too. I post my work, I engage with people and interact. Yeah. I also have an account on, I have another account on YouTube. We call it Laksik Media. That's entirely for my media, let's say my media engagements with my audience. Kama nimeposta video yenye ina inform the public, of which hiyo ndio primary role ya media, I post there. Yeah, all those are my platforms.
So if anyone will be in need of a graphic designer, you can find Hilary at the channels which he has said.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your time. You have been with us till from the start of the show till now. I appreciate, and to our guests, I really appreciate for your time. Like umetengeneza time kwa kuja kutuona, umejibu maswali yangu yote, my curiosity. So I've got the answers. Thank you guys. See you next time, next Friday, this time at the same place. Thank you.